Hello guys, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do this every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. Of course, guys, on the dollar every single day. Bitcoin is up 0.4%. It went down a little bit yesterday. As expected, consolidation did happen. Are we gonna break out of this channel towards upside? That's the big question. We're also gonna talk a little bit about emergency. We're gonna have a little bit emergency up here. A Fed will crash stock and crypto after debt ceiling. Not a drill. This is from Ivan Tech, today's live video. If you're not watching Ivan Tech, I'm shilling more Ivan Tech than I'm shilling my TA fans club or my Bybit link. I'm shilling this guy more than everything else. And in all the interwebs, when it comes to who you're gonna follow on the interwebs for any kind of information on what's happening in crypto space, this is the guy. This guy. So we're gonna talk a little bit about it. The main line from this video, at least from the start of the video, I haven't actually watched that much of video. I watched like 2-3 minutes of the video, but I got the important stuff. They're gonna agree on the debt ceiling. They're gonna increase the spending by 1.5 trillion, and the market is gonna crash because every single time before it all it did crash. So we're gonna talk about that. So that's the plan for today. How's everybody doing in the chat? Batch guitar, let's go. How you doing, man? Morning. Oh, we gotta know, Christo. We gotta know. Hamdi, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Bullish week could be very, very close. The moons are coming, guys. The super moons are coming. Be ready. You don't believe me, but you will believe after this. When when the moons are done, when the 4 super moons and the super moon cycle is done, and October 14 come, you will be a believer. You will be, because I will be shilling the super moons and October 14 for the next 4 months, and by the time it is done, you will be believer in the moons. Mladen Petrov, time on hands. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here. I saw you're looking at some kind of altcoins. By the way, I won't show it, but Mladen is buying the dips, guys. Mladen is buying the dips on shitcoins, very, very low caps shitcoins. So if you got any kind of suggestions for a very low shitcoin, I think Mladen would like to know that. Yeah, we can look at something like that later. Good morning, Bulls. How you doing, man? Andre Silva, how you doing? On the dollar. And the Lou, we had more than a consolidation. We stopped out at above break even on my AVAX long, and that's good. Morning, green people. Yeah, we green people. Now we are blue balls. Guys. We are blue balls. And by the 2025 comes, it will be very, very obvious that the blue balls wins. Yo, the shittier are going the harder the pump. Exactly. Gianni Hodl. Also, guys, I have a reason to believe that the next bull market will only go to something like 77k. Unfortunately, that is my target. Thanks, spam your shitcoins. Guys, you heard Mladen, spam your shitcoins. I have reason to believe that the next bull market will only go to 77k. Now you might think that 77k is very bad target. You might believe that 77k is nowhere near 100k. You might believe that 70k is very bearish because everybody's talking about 150, 200k. And I'm here to tell you that this is actually very bullish. It's not bearish in a sense that, it is bearish in a sense that it's only gonna do like 4x from the bottom to the top. But you also know that entire Bitcoin cycle is curving. The entire Bitcoin cycle is curving this way. So expecting these kind of moves up here towards upside. This logarithmic chart is kind of crazy. That's at 77 up here. That's a 4x from the bottom towards the top up here. 390%, 4x. That's 4x towards upside. Actually 5x. 400% is 5x. 500% is 6x, 600% is 7x, and so forth, so forth. So 5x from the bottom towards top, 77 76k, 77k, give or take. I have reasons to believe that, and I don't think that's bearish, because even if Bitcoin does, you know, only 5x, you know, altcoins will do 50x. You understand? Altcoins will 50, 100x, stuff like that, right? We just want Bitcoin to go up. It doesn't matter really how much it goes up, whether it goes up 2 times or 5 times or 10 times, right? Because, you know, billionaires are buying Bitcoin, they're gonna get 4x, 5x. You know, we are buying, you know, shitcoins like Mladen, we are gonna get 50 to 100x. You know, that's the point. That's the point. So it's not bearish, but it is some kind of, you know, some kind of target. And it also, you know, corresponds a little bit with my, you know, theory that, you know, when too many people are looking at certain numbers, we never hit those numbers. If people believe that we are going to go to 100k, you know, we don't get to 100k. If you believe that we are going to go to, you know, 150k, we don't go to 150k, right? So the higher number. So what happened last time, in the last bull run, when we were at 60k, people are talking still about 80k and, you know, 100k and stuff like that, right? 110k. You know, and you gotta say these numbers, right? Because nobody's gonna buy, you know, these tops up here. So if you're at 60k, you're still saying, hey guys, this is the top, nobody's gonna buy. But if you say, no, the top is up here at 200k, then everybody's gonna form in over here and buy, because they believe that, you know, the top is up there. So you'll see a lot of shilling of people, you know, of influencers and, you know, people who don't know, they just believe it's gonna go very, very high, that we are gonna go to 100k and 150k and whatnot. And that's not gonna happen. We're gonna hit, I think that we might hit some kind of top around, you know, 60, 70, 80k, give or take. And once we get to those levels, people will be talking about, you know, one, you know, blast off top to, you know, 200k. And that never happens, because somebody needs to buy the tops. Somebody needs to buy, and they need to believe that it's gonna go higher. They need to believe that, you know, the price is gonna double. They need to believe that, you know, we have more room to go towards upside. You know, but and as soon as we start breaking these, you know, 69 levels up here at the top, start going up to the 77k and stuff like that, people will be, oh, it's over, we are, you know, all-time high up here, look what happened last time, this is gonna happen right now, and, you know, so forth, and that just, I don't believe that that's just gonna happen. Now, this over here is not a bearish target, guys. It is very good target. So we go up here, you know, some kind of, you know, 46k, you know, pull back up here, go up to 70k, up here we do something like this over here, you know, 77 to 80, 90k, give or take, you know, in the range up there, and then we go towards downside. By the time this move up here is done, altcoins will be done 50 or 100%. That is actually what we want to, you know, that is actually what we want to, you know, achieve. We just want our altcoins to do 50 to 100x, and that's it. That's it. So that's the plan. Okay, guys. Before we go and look at Bitcoin over here, like we starting, you know, talking in the start, that everyone has this emergency. Fed will crash the stocks and crypto after debt ceiling. So of course, as you know, the debt ceiling, there was a lot of FUD that, you know, they are going to default on the debt ceiling, and a lot of people got scared. A lot of people got scared, and they think that, you know, economy is bad, it's gonna drop, and they'll be talking that, you know, stocks are gonna drop, and that didn't happen, right? They agreed, you know, that they technically agreed that they're gonna increase the debt ceiling, which was kind of expected because it's not time to drop the market yet. So they increased, and they're gonna increase the debt ceiling for the next 2 years, I think it was, right? So that means in 2025, it, you know, follows nicely the plan that in 2025, when they actually, in fact, do, you know, default on the debt ceiling, we can actually have a crash. Now, what Ivan Tech is saying in this video over here is that by some kind of history, looking at history, that every time they did this, you know, start printing money, the stock market crash. I'm here to give you a little bit different, you know, view on what I think it might happen. So first of all, we got a super moons and stuff like that, right? We are in a, you know, this move towards upside. I don't think the crash is coming. I think actually the pump is coming for the next 3 to 4 months, because everybody thinks this is bad, and, you know, we pump, and then, you know, everything is good again, right? If you have been watching the DXY, the DXY is exploding towards upside up here. The target on DXY up here is at around 105, and it's still going towards upside very, very hardly. Hopefully you know, it you know, goes a little bit higher up here. I mean, it can stop up here and start going towards downside over here as well. The thing is about the DXY, if they start, you know, if they agree on the debt ceiling and start printing money over the next years, they're gonna print like 1.5 billion, right? 1.5 trillion. And if they do that, we know that, you know, there are 2 things that increase inflation. Number 1, printing of money, and number 2, spending that money. So when people spend money, sorry, when government spends money and when government prints money, that creates inflation. So when they start doing that, this thing over here is going to continue going towards the downside. This thing over here is going to continue going towards the downside, and when this over here continue going towards the downside, we're going to have a very, very good time in crypto and stocks and all of that, right? So that is the way I look at this, you know, debt ceiling, you know, charade that's been going on. We got a super moons coming up in July until October. We got debt ceiling being agreed on that people believe it might be bearish, because I also see other people saying the same theory that, you know, once they increase the debt ceiling, we're gonna drop down because everybody expects pump and stuff like that. But I think everybody expects, you know, some kind of dump. But my theory is still that this is gonna go a little bit more high up. Let's see on the monthly time frame up here. Yeah, I think we can. I mean, technically we don't have to do that. We can just do this up here. I haven't actually seen the weekly chart up here. Is there divergence up here on the chart? No, there is no divergence on the monthly time frame up here on the bottom, and almost on the top. On the top might, if you go up to all the way up there, I wonder whether there will be divergence. But the monthly is already crossed the MACD on the downside. It's not below zero line, but it is crossed a little bit up here. So, you know, I still believe that this has a little bit more room to go towards the upside, and that might be during the let's see up here on the daily time frame. I think that might be, you know, until July. Where is July up here? This is July up here. So I think we might, by July up here, I think we might actually go all the way up here, something like that, and then crash towards the downside. At least that's my take on the whole, you know, debt ceiling kind of stuff. You know, they're gonna agree on the debt ceiling, 2 years. They're gonna default in 2025. In the meanwhile, they'll print 1.5 trillion. Government starts spending money and printing money. The dollar will go down. Inflation will go up, and then you know, the stock market will go up. At least, you know, some kind of theory, you know. Take it or leave it, right? Hello, and that's it. Good morning. Are you ready for XRP bull run? Not ready for XRP bull run. No, I just got here, part-time streamer. Berkshire Hathaway Class A Berkshire stock price is 500k, so Bitcoin can go high. I have to actually, you know, did the analysis on that one, but you know, if you say so. The Butin, what's up, man? Bruno West, USD. US needs a big crash bad. Only dollar milkshake because of disaster can save their dollar, and I think they will make it happen. The crash is already, you know, priced in. The crash is already priced in. This over here wasn't the crash. This over here, I don't believe this over here was the crash. It was the crash. It was preliminary crash. It was start of the crash. My theory again, when it comes to, you know, how this, you know, whole thing is gonna play out, I still believe it in some kind of stagnation period instead of, you know, big huge crash. Maybe do something like this over here and then crash big time towards downside over here. Have that big bad crash, and then, you know, go towards upside up here, and then do another one of these moves up here towards downside. You know, 25. 20, 25, 30, until 30 or something like that, and then go towards upside, right? Stagnation period, right? It goes zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. These are the worst thing for, you know, retail traders, because they cannot time the tops and they cannot time the bottoms. They always buy the tops, they always sell the bottoms, so they get wrecked in these kind of environments. Now, the beautiful thing about this line up here, if you do go towards upside, we know where the crash is gonna go down to, right? I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this first move towards downside. This first move towards downside created this beautiful, you know, trend line over here. So right now, if you do go towards upside up here, when we actually crash down here, something like, you know, 40% down, you know, immediately towards downside, we know where the support line is. So we got that going for us. That's actually very nice. So we're gonna see how that actually plays out. You know, these are long-term analysis. You know, they can and cannot play out. They can and don't have to play out and stuff like that. But you know, we are not quite there yet. So what's happening, Bitcoin, guys, up here? What's happening with Bitcoin? Let's remove a couple of lines down here because we don't need them. We're also gonna remove the moving averages from the chart because we won't be looking at moving averages right now. And the most important thing, let's go to the daily time frame up here. So you see this daily channel up here. Let's remove this one meanwhile up here. You'll see this daily channel up here, how you know, we've been zigzagging up down. We tried to break it up here, and right now came up to that. Now the fact that we are all, you know, this kind of looks ziggy zaggy. So I want to change this channel a little bit, and I think this channel maybe goes something like this over here. something like this, because this looks a lot nicer to me. I don't know about you, but this looks a lot nicer to me. So this move up here right now looks like you go all the way up to some kind of 29k up here and still be inside this channel. Still be inside this channel up here. So over here it does look like, you know, we are getting stopped out. We are getting stopped out, but you know, I never like this part over here. This part over here on this channel over here. Now I did very nicely, you know, touch the bottom of this this move, but if you change the channel a little bit, then it kind of gets very nice. You know, up here something like up here. Down here, I mean, this midline up here is very nice. Maybe the midline, maybe it should go something like this over here. Maybe we are missing something. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let me see up here a little bit. Because you see this midline over here, how nicely it is, you know, being respected, right? This midline up here is being very, very nicely respected. Even up here, this fake out towards the upside. Over here, there was also consolidation before the breakout. So maybe this is the real channel, right? Maybe this is the real channel. We don't actually know. The only thing that we know right now is that the trend is still intact, give or take. The trend is still intact, and we are trying to, you know, do this move towards the upside. The Bitcoin doesn't seem actually that bearish or anything like that. Even yesterday up here, we came down. I was actually watching this candle, you know, this pullback towards the upside above 200 moving average. Right now, consolidating, trying to blast, you know, higher up here. On the daily time frame, this is just consolidating up here above 10 and 20 moving average. I mean, it looks okay. Yes, there is consolidation and stuff like that, right? But it looks okay. There is nothing wrong with Bitcoin. It is consolidating below the resistance. That is actually very, very good. So we are waiting for this breakout towards the upside. So Bitcoin does look strong. I don't see much bearishness up here. This is 2-day time frame up here above, you know, all moving averages came down to the 20 moving average. On 3-day time frame up here, we are trying to, you know, close above this 10 moving average or even the 20 moving average up here. Still got the 200 moving average all the way up there on the 3-day time frame. But you know, different time frames and stuff like that, right? On the weekly time frame up here, on the weekly time frame, the 10 moving average is still resistance up here for us. So hopefully, you know, in the next 5 days, we do manage to break this towards the upside. We're gonna see that and get out of the channel. I think the most correct channel actually is this one over here. I think this is the most correct channel, give or take. Or something like this over here, give or take. Maybe down here. Doesn't matter where the bottom line. The top line is important. And I think this top line over here is very important because it should go something like this over here. You can see up here that we are getting, you know, a little bit stuck by that line, give or take. So I think the top line should be adjusted. You know, it's not just like this over here. It's a little bit more like, you know, like this over here or something like that. Maybe something like this over here, give or take. Maybe something like this, give or take, right? And then this was overshoot or something like that, right? But we know that we are at resistance, like 50 moving average on the daily, like there's 10 moving average on the weekly. There is the trend line up here. There is a resistance up here. So, you know, we want to do this move above the 50 moving average, and that's gonna be it, right? So that's the plan, guys. That's the plan. Let me check what Mladen did post over here. Yeah, his line. So his line is the other line, right? This on the 12-hourly. This on Binance. We are on Binance. We are on 12-hourly. Where is 12-hourly up here? 12-hourly. How did he draw the line? How do you get these two tops over here? So these two tops. Yeah, something like this. Give or take. I don't know how you drew it, man. I don't know how you drew it. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know how you drew this. This top up here, it goes up there, and then these stops down here. 12-hour Binance. 12-hour Binance. This top over here. And bottom down there. Is it? But why does my go all the way down there? I mean, it's the same chart, and yours doesn't. What kind of magic is happening here? What kind of magic is happening here? Maybe if I pull this one down here. Doesn't matter. It's very close. It's very close. Log chart. There you go. It's a log chart. It's the thing that gets people, you know, wrecked. It's the log chart. Thank you, man. Thank you. I was like, yeah, man, how does this actually happen? So let's adjust this up here. Let's just there, and then this one up all the way down there. Yeah, now it looks nicer. There you go, guys. Log chart is there to scam. Log chart is a scam, guys. Log chart is a scam. Log charts are, you know, to looking at the charts and, you know, printing them out and putting them on the wall. It's not for doing the TI. Thanks to Mladen Petrov, you know. This I learned from Mladen Petrov. I was a big proponent of log charts for a very, very long time. And then Mladen Petrov comes along and says, you know what? Log charts are not good for you. You know, it's bad for your health. And he's right. He's right. So, as you can see up here, log charts can make, you know, it's such a tiny, you know, tiny thing, but, you know, it gets you wrecked. And the same thing with emotionally moving averages. You know, you think that, yeah, but it just moves this, you know, moving average a little bit up, a little bit down, but, you know, that's what makes you miss the target. That, you know, that little move up and little move up makes you miss the target. You think you're bearish, but you're actually bullish. You think you're bullish, but you're actually bearish, right? So that's why they want people to use emotional moving average. That's why they want people to use the log chart. That's why they want people to use the Fibonacci's. That's why they want people to use the Elliott waves, because they want you to miss the target, but just a tiny little bit. They want to get you wrecked every single time. Stop using Fibonacci. Stop using emotional moving average. Stop using logarithmic chart. You know, regular chart. Simple moving averages, normal moving averages, and then you use, you know, channels to find the distance, you know, 2-3 times up there and stuff like that, right? Psychological levels, psychological levels. By the way, guys, I discovered another thing. I might make a, you know, TA secret video again very, very soon. I discovered another thing. It has a lot to do with psychology, and I might explain why. And it is, you know, because when you try to figure out, you know, price discovery, how high the price will go, and oftentimes people use, you know, Fibonacci extensions, 4.6, you know, the 2.6 and stuff like that. That's bogus. I figured out a very reasonable way to figure out how high the price can go and what is most likely to happen. So that I might make a, you know, in another time one of these, you know, TA Fans Club secret videos, and, you know, post in the chat. So, you know, that is that. But I figured out a new thing. I always like when I figure out new stuff. And this actually I figured out when, you know, the meme season started, because I was starting to see how, you know, the price was actually behaving towards the upside. And I was thinking, like, is this really how, you know, price behaves, you know, in the normal, you know, crypto markets with normal coins? And it is, in fact, actually, you know, the price actually doesn't, in fact, you know, move that way. Price action respects EMAs way more, because more traders use it. No, more traders get wrecked. Traders do not move the market. Traders just, you know, trade the market. They get wrecked. 99% of the traders get wrecked. 99% of traders use EMAs. Draw your own conclusion. More, it's not, I mean, if more people used EMAs, it would be more respect. That means more people would win. But more people are not winning. Very, very small, tiny amount of people are winning. Most people are losing, and they are using EMAs. Okay. Enough rant about EMAs, Fibonacci's, and stuff like that, right? We like psychology is very, very, very important. That's why we like the moons. That's why we like the channels. That's why we like to round nice numbers. 10, 20, 50, 200. We don't like 100, 200. Good morning, Andrew. How you doing, man? So there is that. So I think Bitcoin is doing quite nice over here. This on 12-hour leads about moving. This over here is just consolidation before the next move up. It does look more bullish than bearish. So I would say any kind of dips that we just had are right now very, very nice for a move towards the upside, right? Over here you see that wow, look at that, man. Look at this move up here. This is phantom up here. You remember that down here I said that it might actually go very nice. Went up. This is a fake out up here, and I think it's gonna do this move towards the upside. I think a lot of coins right now are getting ready to do this, you know, pull back up here to the moving averages before they go towards the upside. I'm just picking on random coins up now. Climb up moving averages and then go towards the upside. I'm looking at these things up here, right? Move towards the upside up here, right? You can see up here consolidating up here. We don't want to, you know, this drop down and then continue bleeding up here. But if they do start moving towards the upside, I mean, everything is gonna explode. Sand is already, you know, blasted through up here right now, consolidating up here before the next move towards the upside. So right now we are in consolidation, and when we are in consolidation, that is the time to find entry points on long position, short position, and so forth. And I believe right now it is the long positions game. So there, well, compare EMAS with EMAS or any other chart and see where the price usually stops. The price usually stops on the simple moving averages. I already did that. I've been looking at EMAS for a very, very long time, but you know, I changed my you know, it was years ago when I stopped looking at EMAS. They both work, but EMAS work better. That's all. EMAS do not work better. They make you miss targets. The biggest reason why people use EMAS is because, oh, I want it to you know, react faster to the price, you know, I want it to be, you know, faster because the last price action is better than the, you know, old price action. It's more important. If you want something to react faster to the price, if you get a 50 moving average and you want it to react faster to the price, you use 20 moving average or 10 moving average. You don't change the, you know, mathematics to make it, you know, go a little bit up higher. Buy a voxel. There you go, Mladen Petrov shilling a voxel. Let's see what kind of shitcoin Mladen bought. Mladen just bought a voxel up here. It is down a lot, you know, and when you are buying for, you know, probably he's buying the shitcoin to hodl for next 2 years. So we're gonna go to the monthly time frame over here. And yeah, it is definitely a shitcoin. It is down by it looks like by a lot. Let me see up here. What is the lowest level up here? 97%. Yeah, 97% up here. So it is definitely 100% decent shitcoin. Well done. You bought a decent shitcoin. 97% down, just like Cardano or XRP. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. So this first, you know, trend over here kind of broken right now. It's going inside the secondary trend over here towards downside, still below this 10 moving average. Let's go to something like 2 weekly time frame and we get more moving averages up here. It had a nice pump here, coming back down to the support levels down here again. It might be more important up here is this part over here. Let's see up here. Is it, you know, getting ready to buy? It is a low. It is hitting down these low levels when it's extended from the moving average. So this is definitely a time to do a nice pump towards upside. Whether it's time right now or not, I do not know. Yeah, double button. It might be double button. Yeah, it's very, very close to that. And, you know, technically it might be double button up here, then towards upside. You know, hopefully you get the double button. Hopefully you get the double button, right? That's always thing with these, you know, shitcoins that, you know, we don't actually know. Homer Simpson cryptocurrency pumped over 100% yesterday, dude. Who cares about Homer Simpson? Man, 100% is nothing. If it doesn't do like 10x, it's nothing, you know. By the time here's my take. I haven't even looked at Homer Simpson, but I know once I open Homer Simpson, since he's talking about 100x, sorry, 100%, that means it's already did like, you know, 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x and stuff like that. And right now did this last move 100% and he thinks he's good, right? So let's find Homer Simpson. No perfect. What's Homer Simpson meme coin? Homer Simpson meme coin. Homer. Is it Homer? What is ticker for this? Homer. There is no such thing. It's still early for Pepe. When about to pop? I don't know what this doesn't matter. 100% is nothing. When stuff does 100% on meme coin and people are going crazy about it, it usually means that it's some kind of top. I checked both moving averages and EMAs work 9% better for what I trade. Good for you, man. If you are winning, good for you. If you're not winning, change the simple moving averages. They're adding a new AI, Homer Simpson bot. Of course, who cares? Who cares? It's a meme coin, guys. It's a meme coin. Okay, guys, Bitcoin is up 0.8%. It is doing very, very nicely up here, pumping up a little bit up here. Maybe this is some kind of, you know, blow off top up here where it goes, you know, double top up here and then goes towards the downside. So watch this line down here. I'm gonna show you the line. Where did the line go? Let me show you the line, guys. Let me show you the line that you need to watch. Okay, let me remove this up here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame up here. And let me show you the line that you need to watch, because when it breaks that line, then you need to expect a dump, right? And the line goes something like this over here, give or take down here. This is line. The yellow line up here is very, very important. So it does this, you know, blow off top. It went down, hugging right now, doing this move up here. So if you see this move going down below the line over here, it might be, you know, bleeding time. So, you know, be careful about that. Pepe will be the next world currency. Yeah, right. Okay, guys. So unless Elon Musk, you know, or Jeff Bezos or any of these, you know, rich guys embraces Pepe. And it's really hard to embrace Pepe because, you know, all of this, you know, politics and stuff like that. Then Pepe is not going anywhere. Pepe is not going anywhere. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. You all the blue balls. You all gonna make in 2 years. And hopefully, you know, after 2 years, you know, we don't become, you know, bag holders again for the next 4 years. I would, you know, I don't have to make it in 2025. Like, as long as I'm in profit and I don't hold any bags at the top, I'm good. I'm good. Guys, I'll see you around. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Ciao.